We begin this hour with the breaking news overseas. And joining me right now with the very latest is Sky News foreign correspondent Mark Stone in Ashkelon, southern Israel. Mark, walk us through what you're seeing on the ground and these developments over the past couple of minutes.
Well, goodness me, a very, very swift, yet another swift escalation in the violence here in Israel, in Gaza. Within the past few minutes, well, within the past half an hour, Hamas has launched 130 rockets from Gaza towards Tel Aviv. We saw as those rockets flew over our heads here in Ashkelon, we saw the Israeli missile defense system, the Iron Dome as it's known, lighting up the night sky as it tried to take out those rockets as they headed north. What we can tell you tonight is that there are fatalities in Tel Aviv. We have seen pretty horrific imagery of injured people on the streets of Tel Aviv. One person is confirmed to have died in Tel Aviv today. 2 people have died down here in Ashkelon as well. That is the Israeli side of this very dangerous and escalating conflict. On the other side, as the Israelis retaliate, pounding Gaza as they have through the course of today and last night, Ayman, 28 Palestinians so far have been killed. Some will say that it is very disproportionate in terms of the level of strikes. The Israelis clearly much more sophisticated in being able to hit targets within Gaza and hit them very heavily. We saw extraordinary imagery of a 13-story building collapsing in Gaza, a residential building. The Israelis claim that they have been hitting Hamas militant targets. We know that Hamas has in the past hidden military facilities, commanders in residential areas, but the level of destruction already in Gaza is significant. The destruction here in Israel, nothing like that. We have seen individual buildings that have been damaged, a home here in Ashkelon where those 2 people died earlier on today, an elderly woman and her younger carer, that was destroyed. But I think, you know, Ayman, you'll know as well as I do that the idea of 130 rockets being fired from Hamas in Gaza at Israel's largest city and causing injuries and fatalities, that puts this in on a whole different level. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister, and Benny Gantz, the Defense Minister of Israel, are due to be speaking live to the nation in about 15 minutes' time. I saw a few moments ago on the highway ahead of me here, low loaders with tanks on them. At the moment, the Israeli retaliation on Hamas is an air offensive. It's planes, it's helicopters, it's drones. But I spoke to a commander earlier on today who said, before the attack on Tel Aviv, I should say, who said that this could well soon turn into a ground offensive. I think we're in that territory now. Of course, the backdrop, Ayman, is the clashes in Jerusalem. Just yesterday, it seems like ages ago, but just yesterday, which Hamas said they would retaliate for. They believe they are sticking up for the Palestinian cause. They said they'd retaliate on Jerusalem. They hit targets just to the west of Jerusalem yesterday, in itself unprecedented in recent history. Tonight, they said at 9 p.m. they would hit Tel Aviv, and they've done just that.
All right, Mark Stone with the very latest. Mark, keep us up to speed on all the developments throughout the hour. We're going to pose some of those questions to the Israeli spokesperson in just a moment. Sky News is Mark Stone in Ashkelon for us.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.